What's up, you guys? My name is Justin. Welcome to my channel, 502 Fragrance Reviews, where the goal of my channel is to give you guys amazing fragrance recommendations while at the same time sharing my fragrance journey with you guys, while at the same time bridging the gap between those that are in the fragrance community and those that are the average consumers. And so for today's video I got for you guys, I am showcasing more designer fragrances from my collection that I feel are a perfect 10 out of 10. Now I'm showing you 5 more. I showed you 5 last week in part 1. If you have not seen that video, I'm gonna leave a link in the pinned comment below, or you can click the end card at the end. Other reviewers have been showcasing their 10 all at once, so like top 10, 10 out of 10 fragrances, designers, and I think that's really cool, but I wanted to break mine up into 2 different videos. So my first 5 I released last week. Now I'm showing you 5 more designer fragrances, like I said, from my collection that I feel are perfect 10 out of 10. And so, before I hop into today's video, if at any point in this video you find this video informative, you find it entertaining, and you're not subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button below, because I got a lot of great content planned for you guys. And for those of y'all that's watching my video that are returning subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and watching my content. I really appreciate it. And so now, let's hop into today's video, showing you 5 more designer fragrances from my collection that I feel are a perfect 10 out of 10. First fragrance I want to talk to you guys about is one that I originally got this from my dad as a gift. I didn't own this yet. I gave it to him a few years ago on Christmas, and it really grew on me when I started to go in, his room and spray it, and now I have it in my collection because I love it so much. This comes from the house of GIORGIO Armani, and this is Armani code PROFUMO. This bad boy right here. This one to me, guys, is super sexy, and it's one that I've talked about quite a bit on my channel so far. This takes the original Armani code DNA and it sweetens it up, adds a little bit of spice to it, amber, cardamom, nutmeg, or some of the main notes you got in this fragrance. This is a very good performer, and it should be, being parfum concentration. This to me could be a guy's signature scent for the cooler weather, fall and winter. And honestly, I think this would be okay to wear year round at night, in a nighttime situation. I think at night you can wear this any time of the year, but it's so good. It's known to be really good with getting compliments from the ladies. So if you want a nice compliment getting fragrance that's got a nice, richer, sweeter scent to it, it's good for the cooler weather, definitely check out Armani code PROFUMO, guys. This is the one right here that I feel is a 10 out of 10 when it comes to designer fragrances. This next one I want to talk to you guys about is one that I've seen other YouTubers feature in their 10 out of 10 designer fragrance video, and honestly, it's deservingly so. This fragrance right here is one that's picked up a lot of hype in the community over the years, and to me, it's deserving of the hype because I think also it's a 10 out of 10. This comes from the house of Terry Mugler, and this is Terry Mugler's Pure Malt. This one right here. Guys, I am a really big fan of boozy fragrances. And another fragrance I'm gonna show you guys is also a boozy fragrance, but talking about this one, man, whiskey is the star player in this one. Whiskey, along with that Terry Mugler DNA of patchouli, cacao, some other sweet notes. We've also got some fruity notes in here as well. This one is very solid for the nighttime, fall and winter once again. I feel like a lot of these, actually, yeah, all of these are more so for the cooler weather geared. In my part 1 video, I was basically showing all the fresher fragrances I think it's 10 out of 10. I did not plan it that way, it's just how it worked out. But this one right here is one that has good performance, regardless if it's reformulated or not. I don't know if anyone's talked about that yet, but this is a really nice fragrance. It's one that if you wear this on a night out, you will stand out in the crowd because there's no one else that's going to be wearing this fragrance. And if they are, I can guarantee you they're into fragrances, because the average Joe will not be wearing this fragrance. It's one that's fruity, it's boozy, it's sweet, it's very sexy, bad boy-esque, and it's just got great fragrance all around in the cooler weather. This comes down to Terry Mugler Pure Malt, another fragrance that I feel is a 10 out of 10 in the designer fragrance realm. Since I already mentioned that I'm going to be talking about another boozy fragrance, I might as well show it, right? So the next fragrance I want to talk to you guys about, this one is a cheapie. Yeah, this is the most inexpensive out of the ones I want to show you today, but the quality is insanely high. And this is one right here that you've seen, deservingly so, get a lot of hype and a lot of praise in the fragrance community. And this comes from the house of Bentley, you know, the car company Bentley. And this is none other than Bentley for Men Intense. This one right here. Ooh. This fragrance right here does get compared to Chambre Noir's, no, Olfactive Studios Chambre Noir right here, and Lubin's Idol right here. I've never smelled either one of those two fragrances, but I can speak on behalf of this. This is a solid fragrance for the price tag, man. You can find this for like around 30 bucks. And the quality to me is worth of a $150 fragrance. Very boozy. Rum is the star of this fragrance. This is rum, leather, incense, benzoin, some spice, some cinnamon. This is very grown man-esque. This is very mature smelling to me. I don't think it's for the younger guy. In the fall and winter, if you dress nice, this is solid. Actually, let me bring it up. Whereas this one right here, Mugler's Pure Malt, I think is very solid in the fall and winter in a casual setting, like, you know, hitting the clubs, you know, partying like that. This one to me isn't like that. This to me is more so you're going in the lounge, more laid back, or maybe going to a nice formal occasion. This is that type of boozy fragrance. This has insane performance. This will last, I can guarantee, on most skin types, if not all. This will last you 8 hours with, at least, with 3 hours solid projection. It's one right here that is very solid, very good for the price tag. If you haven't already and you like boozy fragrances or more fragrances more mature, you've got to check out Bentley for Men Intense. Another fragrance that I feel is a 10 out of 10 when it comes to designing the fragrance. The next fragrance I want to talk to you guys about is, if you've been a follower of my channel since I started, I know I haven't had my channel for a long time. I've only had it since October. I haven't even had a year yet. But if you've been watching my channel for the time I've had it, you will know this fragrance right here that I'm gonna talk to you guys about next is what got me into fragrances. I got a story behind this fragrance. This comes from the house of Jean Paul Gaultier, and this is Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultra Male. I want to get a big bottle of this, but I gotta go through this first. But anyway, there's been talks that this fragrance right here has gotten reformulated, and I think it has. However, the reformulated version, which I have, is still a beast. Don't let anyone else tell you different. If they do, try it on your skin. This is a very sweet fragrance. You gotta like sweet fragrances. This one right here is very well known in the fragrance community, guys. So I'm not gonna talk about this fragrance entirely too much, but it takes that original Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male DNA, and instead of it being an aromatic oriental, it changed it to more of like, it's still oriental, but it's really sweet. Like the aromaticness is still there, but it's going in a very sweet direction. Pear, vanilla, cinnamon are some of the main notes that you got in this fragrance, and this is just a very solid one. It's known as a clubbing monster. Really good for clubbing. Man, I can smell it from the, oh my gosh. If you spray too much on this, you're gonna choke everybody around you out. So definitely be careful with your sprays on this, but this is a compliment beast. And I love to wear this in the cooler weather, the fall and winter. So this is Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultra Male, a fragrance that I feel is a 10 out of 10. And the last fragrance I want to talk to you guys about. This fragrance right here is a beast, and it's such a shame that it's hard to get if you live in the United States or Canada. Because this fragrance right here, if you get it online, because you're not gonna get it in stores, because it's not in stores here in the US or Canada. This fragrance right here is out of stock a lot, and I got lucky when I got mine. This comes from the house of Christian Dior, and this is a Dior Homme Parfum. This one right here. Guys, this is luxury. You spray this on, you smell like luxury. Iris, oud, leather, sandalwood, rose. That's what you got in this fragrance right here. Ambrette too as well, I believe. And it's got a very dense scent cloud to it. Like, it's a dense, thick smell. So to me, I only wear this in the wintertime. It seems like this will always make my top 10 winter fragrances when it comes to designers. I feel like it always will. This is a very solid fragrance, and it is very heavy on the iris, like the Dior Homme line is. So if you don't like the note of iris, you don't like that powdery, lipsticky vibe, you won't like this one most likely, because Dior Homme Parfum takes that iris DNA to the next level. If you thought Dior Homme Intense was super strong on iris, if you thought the original Dior Homme was strong on iris, this is gonna be super heavy on iris. But to me, man, it's super sexy. You gotta be confident to rock a fragrance like this though. I don't think just your average Joe can pull this fragrance off. You gotta have confidence. And it's one that it's a beast performer. A few sprays will last you 10 hours, no problem, with 2.5, 3 hours, 3.5 hours of solid projection. And this is the last fragrance I'll talk to you guys about that I feel is a solid 10 out of 10 for sure on this one. This is Dior Homme Parfum. That's all I got for you guys today, man. These are 5 more designer fragrances from my collection that I feel are a 10 out of 10. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about these fragrances that I've talked to you guys about. And also let me know in the comment section, what are some 10 out of 10 fragrances from your collection? I know I asked that question in the part 1 video of this, but I want to ask it again to anybody else that's new watching this video. And that's all I got for you guys today, man. Hope you guys have a nice day, nice evening. That's all I got for you. Till next time.